it, Sarah. All day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah.
Saturday, we got April 9th. Start time is at 2 p.m. It's going down in Vegas at Binion's Gambling Hall on Fremont Street in Vegas, organized by Sean Hancock. We got early weigh-ins Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. And we got weigh-ins also on Saturday, 9 to 11 a.m. This is going to be Vendetta's match. You can get that pay-per-view over at armfighters.com. And that's going to also be on that website. So we got a big card up for this one. This is USA versus Canada, which is very exciting matches. And you definitely got one of your guys in there. The Monster is going to be going against Ryan Espey, left hand. And I'm sure you're going to be really paying attention to this match because we all know that you also have a match coming up with Ryan left hand on in May 21st. So let's start off with the first match. We got Sean Hancock, which is the organizer of the event, and he's going to be pulling Fraser Benoit from Canada. What do you expect for this one? This is a 6-round left-hand match.
I don't know Sean's opponent. I don't know how he pulls or what, but obviously Sean's got a open top roller, King's move, so. Just depend on if the guy can get around that or not. Some people really struggle to not get blown up or to be patient and climb or however they need to try to counter that. So just I don't know enough about his opponent to say though.
I was looking at a few of the videos and all, and Fraser Benoit is he pulled a couple of times at the TAL in Canada at Jeff Frank's at tournaments that he threw. So I seen a good performance over there. So should be a good match. I'm definitely going to be watching that one. Another match we got going on is we got Mike Fontenot versus Jeff Frank. Jeff Frank being from Canada, Mike being from Louisiana. Is going to be a 6-round match. Do you have any knowledge of these two pullers?
Man, I know both the guys. I've never pulled either of them. I've seen Jeff pull a little bit, but again, I don't know what Mike's level's at, or Jeff really. So should be interesting. Are they pulling right-handed?
It's that's a right-hand 6-round match.
Gotcha. I know Mike looks like a strong guy. Jeff's just kind of a shorter, stockier guy. Mike's a little leaner, or a lot. He's a pretty muscular guy. Based upon appearance, you would probably go with Mike, but arm wrestling ain't all about appearance all the time. So we'll see.
There you go. Now we got another big match coming up. This one I'm very excited to watch. It's Tim Bresnan is going to be pulling Canada's Matt Mask, and it's going to be a 6-round right-hand match. What's your thoughts on this one?
Man, it's a good match. There'll be a lot of questions answered. There's just I don't know. I think both guys, which I guess Matt really he pulled Hermes and he pulled Hermes well. Got a pretty good win on him. But both guys ultimately have had a little, I don't know, like a little losing streak or whatever you want to call it, where they both said they weren't 100%. Matt lost to Wayne Withers in pretty convincing fashion the last time I seen him pull in the States. He could have pulled since then, but not that I've seen. But it's been a couple years.
Sorry, when was that match with Matt Mask versus Wayne Withers?
Man, I think it might have been all the way back in like 20 or maybe even late 19. But Wayne took his hand from him and turned him palm up and pulled him straight to the pad every match. And then obviously Tim, he made claim that he was about 2/3 of what he, usually was whenever he pulled Derek. So hopefully both of them, are motivated, and I have no idea how that match will go. You would expect him to win just based upon his career, but Matt's dangerous. He's fast and crazy and wild, and you just never know what he's going to do.
If you had to pick one right now, brother, which one?
Probably Tim, but I wouldn't bet any money on it.
Well, I'm excited for this one because it's been a while since I've been in the sport. I haven't actually got to see Matt in a match, so I'm very excited to see it, and I hope this starts Matt getting more active and all. So now we're going up to the big match that we all been waiting for. Monster Michael Todd going against Ryan Espey from Canada. Left-hand match. My eyes, this is a major test. Now, I don't even know because just recently over at the Monster Factory, Michael Todd went right through Rob Topey, which kind of had the whole community in shock with that one. Nobody knew that Michael's left hand was like that, and he had such a fast press or whatever. So is he going to be able to do the same thing for Ryan Espey match?
I mean, that's the question. He's tough to pull if you don't pull him because he is quick. Like I've never pulled anybody faster than Michael with his left hand, and he's willing to put a lot of shoulder commitment in it, and it's just hard to learn how to pull him fast. I mean, I pull him all the time, and it's still not easy to counter, even when I know it's coming. And it'll really just come down to how strong Ryan is and if he can make the adjustment or counter what's going on. It's tricky. I don't know how that match will go either. It could really go either way.
Let me ask you: Have you gripped up with Ryan before?
Never. No.
Oh wow! All right, so this is getting exciting because we all know that you got your match coming up right after May 21st. You'll be pulling Ryan Espey over at Danny Gillian's TAL event. So you're definitely going to be there with your notebook taking notes, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Ryan has actually been, and I may have missed some matches here and there, but he hasn't been super active in the 6 years I've been in the sport. I started right after the WAL quit its like tournament format, or maybe like I started like the week that like right around that front time frame in 16, late in the year in 16. And I know Ryan was super active up to that point. And then I want to say he only had like one super match in the WAL Supermatch series that I seen. And I can't even remember who it was against. But I remember him being on the card. And then I seen him pull Alex Gradecka. I really haven't seen Ryan in recent times, so I have literally no idea what to expect.
Where do you have him ranked? I know you said he hasn't pulled that much since you've been in the sport, but where would you have that left hand ranked in North America? You have him in the top 3?
Based upon the past, probably, but I mean, whenever him and Michael pull, it'll give a lot better idea of where he really stands. I mean, it's hard to say. I don't even know who is the top 3 right now. Do you know?
I would think Cody Merritt. I was thinking Rob Topey before Monster Michael Todd took him down. So
I think he was sitting at 5 on the rankings.
Yeah,
I'd have to go look at it all.
Same here. I got to check the rankings for the left hand, but I would think that Ryan's got to be somewhere up there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean,
here's a good question for you. Where do you have Monster Michael Todd with the left hand?
I mean, to somewhere in the top 10, obviously. I think he sits at like number 5 right now. So we'll see. The more matches he takes and the more people he pulls, if he can maintain that, and I mean,
Do you think he could get
they-
even higher up there? You think he could be top 3 with that left?
I mean, if he beats Ryan, that's where he'll be. So,
Okay.
um, his left, in all the time that we've been training together, it had time frames where it would just not be that good, and he'd be so aggravated with it and just not even want to use it. And then, there are times whenever somehow it'll, I guess he can feel that there's not a lot of pain in it and everything feels nice and tight, and he's just, ready to pull whoever. It's really been hit or miss, but as of recent time, it's been well.
So let me ask you, what advice would you have for Monster Michael Todd against Ryan Espey? You being his training partner and all.
I
You,
don't
you
have.
know,
I mean,
you know the mental part of Michael. You know everything. You're there training with him all the time. So I know a lot more than everybody else. So what would you just remind him? I know he already knows all this stuff, but if you were just going to give him a reminder, what would it be?
Man, there really isn't anything. I tell you what will happen with Michael. He's either gonna light Ryan up in the first match and lose it and go crazy, and he'll be in it. Or if Ryan, messes with him and gets a win in the first match and shows that he can take out the lanes that he needs, then I don't know how he'll counter that. He's got a lot of lanes that he pulls in, but he has one that's far better than the rest. So it'll just be interesting to see what that first match looks like.
So are you making a trip for that one?
No.
So
I think,
guys, sorry, Corey, what were you saying?
no, he's leaving like tomorrow. Yeah.
So, guys, I just want to reiterate one more time. It's the Vendetta pay-per-view matches are going to start at 2 p.m. It's going to be at armfighters.com. So make sure to get over there, purchase that pay-per-view. Let's support our fellow arm wrestling promoters, and let's help arm wrestling grow.